Hello and welcome to the PM Show, your monthly roundup of what's new and going on in the modelling world. How are we doing this evening, Matt? All good?
I'm very well, thank you. Yep, not too bad at all.
Very nice. Been sweltering in the heat?
It's been nice, actually. It's cooled off. But yes, for the past few weeks, it has been stifling, but it's just started to drop off. And we have had some rain. Yes, we did have some rain here. So
nice.
I think it's changeable, shall we say, as they say in the weather.
Yes, it's definitely cooler, I think. I would say it's definitely cooler here. That's the way I sort of describe it. But we haven't had any real rain yet. I'm waiting for it because we desperately need it. Everything's just dust pile, and say we have building work done. And to be honest, he was out there cutting some blocks or whatever earlier. Oh God, I was like, sorry everyone. It was like clouds of white dust, and literally it was all over the unit here. So I had to get the hose pipe off and give it a bit of a rinse down. So yes, all good. Anyway, lots of different things been going on at the moment in the actual modelling world. We've had some releases.
We have.
Little bits.
Little bits and bobs. We've had some releases. I mean, it's stuff we spoke about probably in the previous show, but they've actually, materialised, haven't they? So there's one of them behind me.
Yes. We've got the Stalwart. It's going to throw me now. We're going to be out of thingy. There we go.
A bit there so you can actually see it.
Yes.
So the old Aphid Stalwart I quite like this. I like the looks of this. Interesting interesting bit of kit in it.
Yeah, definitely. I think as well it's one of those ones, it's in 35th scale. So it's going to be nice and chunky. It's going to be in your hand. It's not like a small little thing. And I think even from the box art you tend to think, perhaps it's a 72nd or something, But it's 35th, so it's a big old chunky thing. And obviously for our personnel out there of a certain age, probably got fond memories of this thing bouncing around.
Yeah, I said so. Yeah. I'd say it was a bit of a surprise when it was mentioned as well for a release. It's not something you'd think of.
No. So for people who don't know, it's a 6-wheel drive utility vehicle that swims.
Yes.
So yes, it can swim, I wasn't aware of them sinking very often. I know they had a few problems with fires that I've been told about by numerous people who have watched things like Milan's cooking off inside them and stuff like that when they've gone. But they definitely. But I think that was more to do with the tarps being right next to the exhaust, which is a bit of a design fault with that one.
Yeah, just looking at that, it's a bit flat.
It is, it's it. It's literally right next to the exhaust and all the rest of it. So, very interesting little bit of kit. And if you ever watch Mr. Hughes on the old internet with his ones, he's been playing with them in the past and that, and it's a pretty cool vehicle, I must admit. One of those ones you see him in real life, and I think you get a better appreciation as a model. And very, very nice bit of kit.
I take it the only way to get in is from the roof.
He doesn't have doors. Yeah, because you have
to
go in because it's watertight. Yeah, because it's watertight. You have to go in through the roof.
Yeah, so. I was just looking at that, but I like it. It's very. Do you know what it reminds me of? Something from Jerry Anderson.
Do you know, I've often said that. I think Jerry Anderson, a lot of his stuff was based off of things like this because it is very Jerry Anderson way of doing it. It really definitely is. Very Thunderbird-esque.
It is very Thunderbird-esque, yeah. So I've definitely moved it up to the build pile, to be honest. I really do want to build one of these. So keep an eye out because I will be tackling one at some point.
Very
definitely.
Nice. And I will be doing a review of one soon. Matt sent me one down, so hopefully in the next couple of days I will get that and I'll get my grubby little mitts on it and getting a review with that one as well. So good job on that. Other things around which are a little bit interesting is Special Hobby 72nd scale Mosquitoes.
Yes. Now I was trying to remember what they are. There's something about them that's different from a normal release, and I can't remember for the life of me. It's really gone out of my head. Twin Summit. I'm thinking for some reason. Somebody comments or mention what it is, but I think these are the first tooled ones of this Markov or whatever. I think. Yeah. So everybody does the earlier ones.
Yeah.
So again, interesting Mosquito as well, isn't it? So very pretty aeroplane.
Very nice indeed. Yes, very, very good. And I must admit, I've forgotten what it was, but the meteor underneath, it was the meteor's birthday the other day.
Was it?
Yeah. because I've been a bit tied up with things. But I saw it. I thought, oh, I'll mention that on one of the shows I do. And but you know, as you say, for other reasons, I didn't get around to doing the shows. But it was one of those things. I can't remember what it was now, but it was definitely its birthday of it, first flight, and all the rest of it. Or was it going operational in World War II? So yeah, it's quite a bit of a thing for it. Bit of history and nostalgia.
Yeah.
So yes, but yes, definitely the Mozzies. The twin, is that because of the stacks? Was it a twin stack type for the exhaust?
Do you know what? It's completely gone of why it is, and obviously because of course it's got two engines. It's not that. There's something else about it. That, like,
comment down below if you know.
Yeah, everybody will know. We go, oh, you should.
Yeah, we're the only people. Research. Clearly, you don't know what you're talking about. No, I don't.
Not this week. We don't.
No,
it's been a busy week.
Yes.
Again, Special Hobby. Their new stuff's quite nice. I quite like Special Hobby. They're always a bit left field as well, aren't they? So
yeah.
So yes, looking forward to those.
Very, very nice indeed. Thunderbolt is out and about.
Which is out as well. Which by the time you watch this, they'll be up in the store.
Yeah.
So yeah, the Razorback.
Very nice. The nice version, as we call it. Bubble top. I must admit, I've always had a fan. I prefer the sort of Razorback types, like even with the Mustang. I prefer the Razorback one to the the Bs and that to the actual normal bubble top ones. They're nice, get me wrong, but I think they just look more beefy, more tank like, and especially on the Thunderbolt.
Aesthetically pleasing for me.
Yes, definitely.
I agree. No, I agree with the Razorback Thunderbolt. I think that's the nicest one, in my opinion. And again, if it's anything to go by, obviously it's just going to be an offshoot of the bubble top. Yeah. It's a nice kit, isn't it? It's a really nice kit. So
yeah, beautiful. Yeah, I must admit, I've got the P47D 25RE kit right in front of me, and it's crying out to be built. Because it is nice, and the detail that's all the way through these kits, even if like I've just got the basic edition up there, this is the advanced one, so you get a little bit more engine detail, and obviously the gun bays are the big difference with it. So, but obviously we've got the different types of gear, one on fire,
wheels and tires, and
one on fire.
Yeah,
you need a diorama for that. Yeah, definitely.
Cover it in foam.
Don't forget, any land did you walk away from?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, there's some nice bits and pieces with these kits, and generally, as you say, I've done the review of the basic one, and we have looked at the advanced one with the bits down in there. But as you say, I just the advanced if you want to show off the engines. If not, the basic ones, and I'd say this one's going to come in both flavors as well, isn't it? So
yeah, there's going to be a lot in there as well. And the other thing is, because of the old Tamiya version of it, there's loads of different decal schemes out there if you want to just get a set of different decals. So loads of options for it.
Definitely.
So,
but yeah,
nice release.
Very, very nice release on that one. The other one, which I know people tend to, I don't know why, but they tend to think with Revell, it's it's nothing really. But it's actually the Hurricane, the 30-second Hurricane. Again, if you're down on a budget side of Hurricanes, 30-second one, it's a really, really nice kit. And as I said, their range, and I've got them all here somewhere. So I've got up there, I've got the original Hurricane, I've got the Spitfire, the Mustang, the 109, I've got the 190. They are really, really nice kits. If you don't want to go to town with all that stuff like engine detail and cockpits, but you want a nice big curbside model, they are really, really good. They go together very, very well. No problems at all. And you've got all external detail you could ever want. Internally, they're a little bit lacking, but from an external point of view, they are, everything you could want. Nice choices of schemes as well. So you've got the white one for the Navy one, as well as the normal sort of grey and green civilian one as well. So,
Racing blue one.
Very nice.
The thing is, you've built, like me, and you've built a 24th Hurricane.
Yeah.
And even in that scale, you don't see a lot in the cockpit.
No, not at all.
Do you? You know what I mean? No. We built the Trumpeter one, and it's you could get more detail in there, but again, it's quite a tight cockpit on a Hurricane. So
yeah.
Again, if you could see the seat and harnesses, and how much more do you need?
Yeah. This is it.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but generally, as you say, I think sometimes, Revell gets sort of overlooked because obviously of other companies with more detail and stuff. But these kits are very, very nice. I used it for one of the basic modelling series of videos that we did.
You did that.
That is free to watch. You can see the Spitfire with it. And to be honest with you, it's still one of my favourites because it just comes out very, very nice all the way through. But, something to be said.
Again, the only other option I think that for a Sea Hurricane in 30 seconds is the fly kit. I know which one I'd rather build.
Yeah, this is it.
Given the choice.
Yes, definitely.
So yes.
Very nice indeed.
Some Hurricane love. I tell you what, the old Hurricanes had a lot of attention the last couple of years, hasn't it? From Armour.
Yeah.
Starting it going, and then Bobby Boss has brought the Hurricanes out, and obviously now the 30-second ones after years and years of just Mark 1s. Now we're getting.
And to be honest, I remember this shows because we're getting way too old for this now. We should retire clearly. But I remember us talking sort of 5-6 years ago of how there's no Hurricanes. And I remember when Armour Hobby brought out their beautiful little 70-second one. The little baby one, and we're saying, why hasn't the Hurricane got any love? It's been completely overlooked. Spitfire after Spitfire, but there's no Hurricanes. And then luckily they're starting to filter through now, and it's that thing. Because obviously, if you want to do the big ones, they're out there as well. But obviously, if you've got Fly as well. But now we've got sort of mainstream, really nice kits go together, and obviously with the 48 scale ones, Armour Hobby.
Hobbies,
really, really nice kits, and so we are spoilt now with all the versions coming down the line.
Absolutely, you could always get a Battle of Britain one. You could always get a Mark 1, couldn't you? Everybody's done a Mark 1, but it was always the Mark 2s that was lacking in any scale. I think perhaps Asagawa did one, perhaps, or two, but that was it, and they were hard to get hold of at the time anyway. So, like I say, when Armour jumped on it and was doing Mark 1s, 2s, and then the B's, the C's, and every other variant, like I say, Sea Hurricanes as well. Yeah, brilliant.
Oh, nice.
Absolutely.
Very nice. So anyway, kit we've spoken about a lot on these shows as well. It's finally available. This is the Yuma, that's how I'm pronouncing it. 48 scale Harrier. Again, I've had people mention to me about it. It's like, what's wrong with the Hasegawa kit? Getting it normally. That was always the problem because it wasn't sort of mainstream, always available. It seemed to come and then it goes and comes and goes. But again, looking at the sets for this one, I think we've got that natural progression, like we've seen before with other kits. I often think about the Hasegawa range of 48 scale Century Series kits, things like that. And then obviously you've got Kinetic. And it just takes it. Yes, they're good kits. There's nothing wrong with the Hasegawa kits. They're really, really nice. But then Kinetic came along with things like the Starfighter and the Hornet. If you do them side by side, it's showing its age. Those kits are all now 20, 30 years old in some cases. So they're really showing their age. And obviously to have a new kit with all the new, CAD and all things like that, obviously, but also research and data. It's all freely available now because a lot of these aircraft, the Harrier, I think, is hanging on by the skin of its teeth with the US Marine Corps, and obviously with a few other nations still fly them. But, a lot of it's now declassified that they can get into and get around them and stuff. And it's showing because there's a few aftermarket bits available which come from Yuma as well, available with it. So, for it, I should say. And they are very, very nice. And I know it's a small aircraft, but yeah, there's a lot can go into it. And we've shown them on other things as well. But yeah, definitely worthwhile getting an up-to-date Harrier, right the way through. Nice options all the way through with this one as well. Definitely. I haven't built one for a while. Mast set, just saying. Everyone needs a mast set, clearly.
Should be standard issue.
Standard. As I say, the decals look pretty good as well. And again, some of the other bits and pieces through here. Painting mast sets as well. You get a little bit of photo etch for the HUD, and things like that as well. A few little metal bits. So again, I think it's a really, really nice, out of the box, looks very, very nice. We do know there's certain companies jumping on with this one, which I have a feeling may be the same company who made this as well, because it looks very much like theirs.
Because it's where they're coming from.
Very, very nice. But generally, it does look pretty good all the way through.
I think we'll be getting one in for review. I think
we will get one in for review as well. Definitely.
Got to have a look at it. Obviously.
And obviously the breakdown of it, we can see both versions of the Harrier here, the Night Attack and the normal one and the Plus and all things of it. So they've done it in a way that we can see other versions of the Harrier coming down the line. I don't know if we will see a GR7 or 9, which would be nice because it's not that far off of it. So be nice. I think it'd be one of those ones. They've got 74 photos of this on here. Crikey, I've never known them have 74 of anything. Nozzle, slip molded.
I'll tell you what, that's a nice touch.
Yeah.
Isn't it? especially in
molded
styrene,
nozzles.
because normally it's a resin replacement,
Yeah.
or a lot of seam lines to try and get rid of that's nigh on impossible. So that's
very
nice. That's good to see.
Yeah, definitely. It generally does look really, really nice. For what I've seen one built up as well, and it does look very, very nice on that one. So I can see putting it in my little stash at some point. If I can get one, I'll keep it.
I was going to say it's one of them where how it's broken down. Let's hope it goes together.
Yes, that's it. So and obviously one of the highlights as well that you can probably just see in here is the deck cord is one of these 3D decals as well. So again, we often talk about deck cord, and it's a right pain in how you do it, because you're either going to go photo etch, which is a nightmare to get it to conform to the shape, or it's a decal and they just look horrible on clear parts. So again, it's got one of those, which is very nice as well. So yeah, I think it's just generally, there you go, there it is, installed.
Yeah,
very good. So yeah, very, very nice indeed. So lots of pictures on that one. As I say, we'll get one in for review. I think we'll have a look at that one, and then I'll put it on the build pile.
A high bar for the first kit.
Again, and we've seen companies do this. They release one and it's up here. Very difficult to maintain or better when you've come in at the top, But again, we've had other companies do it, like Magic Factory. I know technically I do have to say it because they do supply new kits for free, which is very nice of them. But there is a deal on this. If they release the right dog, you will know it. But again, it's one of those. They came in straight off the bat. They're their own company. They're not anybody else. They're themselves. And they've just gone with it. Really, really nice. And we've seen their kits, horrific coming down the line. And in different media as well. Yeah.
Sky Corsair, and some of their armour, the armour they've done as well. So
very nice. One company that sadly fell a little bit on its face, but we thought it's worth mentioning, is the Kittyhawk. Remember them?
Yeah.
That company we all slagged off for like their entire time when they were with us. Unbuildable, it's crap, it can't be done. And then when they went to God status. Well, they must have done for the prices they were going on the internet. And everyone was in this harp of fondness of saying, oh, they were actually really nice kits. And it's such a shame they've gone. That company.
Glasses came out.
Yes, the rose tinted glasses came out. Yeah, definitely. Remember them? Anyway, it looks like they're back in one form or another. So everything's there apart from the Jag, as we found, isn't it? We've been through it. And the only thing I can't see that's not there is the little bird, thinking about it, because I've got that, and the Jag family aren't in this list that's been done. Hannants have got a load in, but they are around the world as well with various local suppliers for it. But we got
there's a little bird. Look.
There is the little bird. It's one with the figures.
It's the one after, because they did the MH.
Yes,
no, that is an MH.
This is an MH as well.
They did two versions, didn't they?
Yeah.
And the other one that's not in there that I've not seen anyway is the normal Sea Sprite. There's a super one, but the normal Sea Sprite. There might be a couple of others that are missing as well, but there's some interesting. We was on about the Kingfisher, weren't we?
Yeah,
interesting aeroplane.
Great little kit. Yeah.
And John's built the
Saber Dog.
That one, the Saber Dog, the German one. He went to town on that. He's done a really, really, really nice job of that. And the other thing that always stands out. Yeah. Do you know what? I wanted the other Bronco, to be honest.
That one.
Yeah, the early one.
Yeah.
So the Texans are out as well.
Yeah, Texans are back in as well in 32nd.
Yeah.
So
most of it is there anyway. Like say, all the Hawks.
Yeah, got the Ocean Hawks and the Sea Hawks. Yeah.
That's the one you built, isn't it?
That's the one I did. I did mine. Yeah, which is literally, you can't see it. It's there now. It resides right here. So
if you want to know how to build that, become a member and watch Phil, because
there's
you
a full
get around the
video build on that.
instructions.
Yeah, how to not really take too much of the instructions. But again, the Delphins in there as well, with the Mirages are in there, and the Voodoos. So
the Voodoos,
famous Voodoos. And this is an aircraft we were speaking about. The Gripen needs to be done by someone anyway. Why is the Gripen, as it's been around for all these years now? It's been around just as long as the Eurofighter has.
Yeah.
But again, suppose we really haven't seen many Eurofighters. We only had 2 from Revell.
Yeah.
So yeah, we need a Gripen, a good Gripen. I'm not saying that's not a good one, but it's a little bit iffy in places with a fit. Say a good Gripen, and we need a decent Eurofighter. So But yes, as I say, Sea Sprite.
They're
We've got
good.
the Cougar.
I'll tell you what is a good, the Viper and the Venom.
Yes, yeah.
Because their helicopter kits were different from the rest of them, weren't they? I know that. I know their Huey, which I've got one actually. The is a bit iffy, isn't it? As in, it's a bit of an hybrid of all sorts. But again, I think the helicopters tend to be better than the planes in 48. But the 32nd aircraft were actually quite good, from what I remember. As in fit wise and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
I think obviously, the original. Can you remember that original Voodoo that you know the.
Yeah, the original one I did, which was.
Can you remember doing the review on that? That one. Oh, geez.
So it had holes. The injection pins had gone from the mold, had gone through the model, and it was dripping in release agent as well.
It was.
It absolutely dripping. I had to pat it down to handle it. So
you know what?
It wasn't nice.
That's one of them that's like worth getting in just to have to relook at it to see if it's still as bad.
I think what it was, my version I had. We used to had a friend of with Flory models, and he had an in with them. So he used to be sent them before they were out, and white top boxes, things like that. And he gave it to me to do a review. We were allowed to do a review. So I was always a little bit hesitant because you weren't sure if this was the release version or a pre-production run version. Because sometimes we didn't have the instructions, for instance. The instructions weren't available, or it was a photocopy. Yes. So we were always a little bit, but I remember when that one turned up and I looked at it and it was like, cool, those injector pins are close, and then turned it over and they'd gone through. So it was like they bulged out the other side, and it was like, well, they might have finessed the molds later down the line to getting them out and stuff like that. But the Voodoo, I think, was the first kit I ever reviewed of those. And then, to be honest, if you go and have a look at the Flory model site, you'll see them all there. We did them all over the years. But you are right about the helicopters, though. The helicopters had a tie-in with, was it Matt Wiener? I think it is. He's got his bloody logo on him somewhere. Yes, there you go. He has his little logo on there. So he does a lot of the research and stuff like that for them, and then hands it off. And I did know, because I spoke to him when I did the Huey review about it, because in my thing I was a little bit confused and being a complete anorak with the Huey. It was that thing about, it's not a D or an H. It's like a bit weird because it's got both bits. And like he said, originally it was done as a D and an H, but they decided to make one together. So that's why it has got half and half all the way through. And he explained it to me and how their workings with the company was and all the rest of it. But again, I think that was where it shined a little bit because he was behind it.
Just out of thinking, is the SU-35 up there?
You're right. I don't know if I've seen that.
I don't think it is it? Unless it's on the other page.
Let's have a look at the previous page. I don't know if I saw the 35. We got the Sabres, the things. It was in here. There was some in here as well. Because the 25 is in this part. I should just go through their thing, really. It'd be a lot easier. Let me do that. Hold on.
Yeah, just go to Kittyhawk.
And then we're going to go to Kittyhawk. This will save us a lot of faffing. Where are we at? Kittyhawk. Well, they've got two sections. Why have they got two?
Yeah, no, you want the one with them all in, because that's
got
just
two there. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we've got, it's Kittyhawk and Kittyhawks. So yeah, what do we got? So Texans, we've got Sabre Dogs, we've got the Air Cobra, Trojans, things like that. F5s, Mirage 2000s, the Helos, Mirage. There you go. MiG-25s there.
Yeah, the 35, weren't it? They did.
Yeah, the 35. They did do the 35.
There's the Ettendards.
There's the Ettendard and the Super Ettendard.
Well, I forgot they did the F35.
There.
Oh, there it is.
But it's out of stock.
All right, they ain't got it.
They haven't got it.
Yeah.
So they haven't got the fullback or the flankery or the fitter. But they got this version of the fitter and the other version.
God.
So
can you remember the controversy about that kit as well?
Oh, I remember.
Oh yeah, we'll not dig that up, but that was
we won't go through that one again.
Really. So.
But yeah, but that's the only ones which aren't there then. So it's the Jaguars.
The Jags aren't there, and the Sea Sprite.
But I'm wondering, they've got these on back order and they haven't been around for a long time. So, and obviously the F-35C, I haven't seen the A and the B because they did all three versions, but they got the C.
They did.
So I'm assuming these are coming in at some point. Or these are going to be available.
I don't know.
That's why they put them up.
Or they're original stock and they're out because it has been, you know, because there's some bits up there, look, the flankers, look. And
the flankers. As I say, the Yak 130s there.
Yeah. I don't know, but anyway.
Still interesting to see them back, I must admit. You might remember when I was at, where was I? The German show. Can't remember which one it was now. MBK was selling them off, all the damaged boxes and things like that, and you could pick up a real bargain. There's lots of people I spoke to literally with it, because one, it's Kittyhawk, and secondly, it was really cheap because it's damaged boxes. And by 10 o'clock, they'd all gone. And I was like,
and you should have got a Mirage.
Because I wanted a Mirage 2000C, but I missed out. But now is my chance because they're back in. So
I think you ought to grab one.
I might grab one. I might just grab one for the stash. Only because I quite like the Mirage. So. It's quite a nice aircraft.
The thing is, if this is just a sort of a one-off thing, do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Definitely.
So it might be worth it. I might grab a Kingfisher or something, or a Payhawk or something. I don't know. I've got a Voodoo. I don't need a Voodoo.
I was going to say, do you want another Voodoo? You could do the other one.
No, I think you need the other Voodoo, mate, just to do a recap on it. The original.
Do it again. Do another Voodoo. Yeah. So yes, I quite like doing my monogram one back in the day, Bill. That we did.
I don't blame you either. I would.
At least that's got two fuselage arms that just do that, unlike that one, which I remember rightly is the nose, then the forward fuselage before the cockpit, then the cockpit, then the fuselage bit, the wing spar, then the engines, then the tail planes and that, then the tailie on the end. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, there's a lot of bits to that fuselage, isn't there? And there's no way of actually joining them up to make just one fuselage, is it? So you've got nice...
Yeah, nice. You can't just build the sides and then come together. No,
you can't do it, can you?
No, it's not the easiest kit in the world to work with. And I must admit, the Big 25 had a small step because I built that one as well. But it's an awful step between the forward fuselage plugs into the main body, and there's a nightmare step. And the only thing you can do is thin it a bit to get it halfway and then fill the rest. But it's not a good mark. Yeah, it's a little bit of an error there.
Just get an ICM one.
Yeah, that's it. Go down the ICM.
The thing is, like, just going back to Kittyhawk, I think the reason with the rose tinted glasses because of the subjects, weren't it? Because they did some really, really good, and that's what I think kind of saved them, because they weren't brilliant, were they? Let's be honest.
No.
You know, there's always issues, and they did have a bad rep when they were actually in proper production.
Yeah.
But then, like you always said at the time, they do such interesting subjects. It's just they never seemed to progress any better, did they? That was it.
No, that was it.
You're thinking, all right, it's your first few kits, we'll give you the benefit of the doubt. But then, it never seemed to improve. And the instructions were rubbish. Oh,
the instructions were woeful, especially the early instructions.
Hey, go back a minute. Go back. There's a different Dolphin look.
Yeah, they did two versions of it. They've only got the one.
Yeah, so there's only one out then of the Dolphin.
And the Cougar, I've got the 2-seat there. They've got the single seat. That's why I was just looking to see which ones. Because I know I've done most of them or reviewed them. So they've done that version of the Cougar, but they haven't got the 2-seat one. That's your Super Sea Sprite, the Texan. But if you do want to see the little bird, that's a free to watch one. If anybody wants to go off and see that one. That's a free-to-watch build. If you just pop over and go to, it's in video builds. It's in another stupid section as well, but I know it's in here. Where is it? When do we build this? Must be around here somewhere. There it is. If you pop in here.
You still got that?
There it is. I have still got it. Yeah, do you know what? After, when we did the move out the studio, it's now on the bookcase in the lounge. I've kept it separate. But the full video build is there for that. So if you want a freebie to watch, it is available. I don't know if it's listed on YouTube, but it's a really nice kit. It goes together very, very well.
So that now your phone's on loud, and now I can't switch my phone on. The
different versions are: this one has got the 5-blade rotor. The other version's got the 6.
Yes.
So but so they are all there and all the rest of it. But we just thought it was very interesting to see their back. But again, we've seen them under Star something or other, reboxed, coming down the line, but this is some of the originals. So unfortunately, though, the prices have jumped up. So
I tell you what, as well, I know someone else that's missing the 2-seat F1 Mirage F1. They did a 2-seat version, and that's not there
they
either.
did. Yeah, got the single. Yeah.
So, anyway,
nice to see them.
Yeah,
it's nice to see them back. That's the
it's
main
nice
thing.
to see the box arts.
Yeah. This is it. Reminisce. Go back through the review videos of me going, ugh. Yeah. So yeah, but anyway, if you do want to, I am building this one. It is sat here. No, it's over there on the other side. But I am actually building this said kit over the summer, so I'll be starting on that one shortly. Now that the Huey's done, I'll be on to that one. I've got another little something.
Next? Yeah.
I've got something coming through first, and then it will be onto that one. And in fact, one of the fantastic Flory members has offered me the cockpit set with the pilots and the gear resin.
Ooh.
So I might have to take him up on that. So if you're watching this, I will be in contact. So yeah. But
okay, cool.
Very nice indeed. So yes, good job. Anything else you want to mention around the store?
Yeah, we've got some like bits in. Like I say, it's summer, so we're a bit quiet anyway. But we did have some offers up, as you can see, and I've left them up. There's going to be adding to that. To be honest, there's going to be a few things added, which will be added by the time you watch this, if that makes any sense for the weekend. Yeah. But I have to mention the little Gecko Land Rover because it's there.
Yes.
And it's here.
Yes.
I'm building it. So this is the review sample. So if you do want to see this reviewed, there is on Flory Models somewhere a review. Yeah. And it's first Gecko kit. And I've got a love-hate relationship with it, if I'm honest. Because it's tiny. As you can see, this is an original. What's this? An 80 into an 80
It's an 80
chassis.
inch, Series 1 80 inch, yeah.
So this is a Series 1. So this is like the first Land Rover ever, basically. And for what it is, there's a lot of bits. It's a bit Kittyhawk in that way, I reckon.
Yeah,
but it's broke down into everything's a separate component, but it does actually go together, to be honest. It's not one of them where it doesn't. I don't know if I made an error because the doors fit like a real Land Rover, but I can get around that.
Yeah, we did my one because for people who don't know, I owned an 86 for a while back in the day. So when the doors mine didn't fit either, but I find if you slam them hard enough, they do close.
I might just take mine off.
Yeah, that's it. Drop the doors off.
I ain't worry about it then, have I?
That's it. Yeah, pull the pins out the door.
Just take them off. But yeah, it's one of them kits. Like I say, it's first Gecko kit, I think. But I do like Gecko because I like the subjects again. I think they do some really interesting. And again, a Mark 1 Land Rover. I know AK's done a Mark 2.
Yes.
And then you could get a 110.
Did one. Was that a Series 2?
Yeah, Italy did a 110, and I think Tamiya did a 110. Because they did the SES ones, didn't they?
Yeah.
But yeah, as in for a proper early one, this is it. And there's other versions coming out because there's one with a canvas roof on it, and I presume like a few others that they're doing. But again, if you're going to build it, just be careful because it's a lot to it. Thankfully, the chassis is in one piece. It's not like a separate ladder chassis, so that is actually just molded in one. But like I say, just take your time with it. Because I think, like I say, with these multi-part kits, I'm not just having a go at Gecko here. I'm on about a lot of companies now. If one bit's not right, it's going to throw it out for the rest of the build.
Yeah.
And it's probably very hard to recover as well on some bits. So just be wary when you are doing it of getting it all square and aligned, basically. But yeah, no, funny enough, because I've moaned to you about it. And then actually, thinking back, I've actually really enjoyed it. It's one of them. I hadn't got into a kit for ages like this, so yeah, quite,
Again, I think when we were talking about, like you were saying, there's a lot of photo etch for little bits that you'll never see, and things like that, which adding those awkward areas and things like that for the fit. But Gecko sort of has a little bit of form for that, a bit like mini art. I always say as well. Some of theirs, you often say, so why is it in 10 bits when you could have molded it in one?
And then to be fair, but other bits that should be photo etch, like the grill.
Yeah, they didn't.
It's a nice bit of photo etch, perfect. And I mean, it's not like the photo etch don't fit. It's just some of it is really, really fiddly.
Yeah.
So again, it depends what you want out of a build, but it's definitely not a quick knock it together in a weekend. We were discussing like if Tamiya had designed it.
Yeah.
It would have been, what they've done in 10 parts would have been 2.
Yes.
But again, different company and different way of approaching it. But it's again a subject matter that you probably think you'd see, injection molded released, would you? Do you know what I mean? It'd be
not. Not with the say. Also, the thing is with the Gecko kit, it's fully detailed engine, fully detailed interior.
100%.
You know,
yeah, fully
again,
detailed
you've got
chassis.
the trailer as well with the chassis. It's not like Airfix, where it's like molded bits onto plastic and stuff like that for half a detail and those type of things. It is a fully detailed little kit, and it does fit in the palm of your hand. It's tiny.
Yeah, it does.
The 80 generally is tiny in real life, let alone in 35th scale. So very nice.
I was actually just looking at it. If it actually had seats, do you think? I mean, what's the size of that in a like a car now? What do you reckon? A Fiesta?
Yeah, maybe ish. Yeah.
It's not massive, is it? It's a tiny little thing. So
no, they are.
Like small. I say, interesting little subject, but it won't be my last Gecko kick. I'll give you that. Because, like I say, now I know what I'm dealing with, and now I know, what to look out for. It's one of them, you can move forward with them. So, but yeah, anyway, there you go.
Anyway, the reveal photos and that, is it done? Is it finished?
No, I've still got to weather it and all sorts. No, I've just been putting stuff up on PM Facebook page. That was all.
Yeah.
Of the build and the I had a little video of it spinning around on me whirly gig painted. Yeah. So, but no, it should be far off. I've got a few decals to add, and then a bit of light weathering, and I'll call it done and get some nice photos of it up, I think. Yes. And the other thing, we had books. We had a load of books up, which was mentioned on Friday if you watched Phil's show, which was the Duke Hawkins range.
Yes.
We're doing 10% off them all. Ones. So I haven't put the actual proper price thing, but it's roughly about 10% discount on them. So if anyone's interested in some Duke Hawkins books, then grab them while they're up there. Because they are good books, aren't they?
Yeah. Oh, God, yeah. Yeah, absolutely love them. Out of all of them, I tell you what, I think they're my favourite. It's just that the quality of the books as well as the images is absolutely spot on. Very, very nice indeed. Yeah. And I have got that one. I need to do the review of it. I've actually got this book.
The proper hardback.
Proper hardback, yeah. And I will do a review on it because Karine and Abid gave it to me as a present back in the summer. I haven't done the review of it, but I flicked through that only on, what night was it? What night was the wife working? One of them. Anyway, I was sat there and literally I was going through it, and it's got absolutely stunning pictures in it. Absolutely gorgeous. It's a proper coffee table book. You got one of those things. You chuck it on your coffee table and every again you have a flick through. But yeah, very inspirational images as well. So
you've just reminded me of something actually. Thank you. Hold on. Sorry about this.
Oh yes, we've got the AK book.
Well, we haven't.
Well, I know we haven't. So we will. So we've got a version of. Yeah.
This is the original AK FAQ book, which if you've not got one, you should have one because it's a brilliant book, isn't it? You've got one, haven't you?
I've got one, yeah.
And a lot of people, and we do think, well, anyway, there's an updated version of an FAQ Aircraft 2 that Mr. Daniel Zamabride has done for AK, and it's due out soon. So we will be getting some in to sell.
Yes.
Because we do, we do like this book. And possibly it will be going up for a pre-order, I think, on, if you're a member of Flooring Models, I will put a pre-order up for this. And I think I'm going to put a pre-order up for the new Wessex as well, because that's due.
Yes, that can't be long.
So I think I will have that up before the week, because I think the Wessex is due for the end of the month, to be honest. So, but yeah, as soon as I've got a price, that's all I'm waiting for is a price for this, and I will get it up for a pre-order. But obviously it'll be the new updated version, so I presume there's all new stuff inside. So here we go.
Very cool. That's about it.
Happy days.
Yes, I think that's about it for this evening. I think we've covered pretty much everything. So thank you very much for joining us. As I say, Flooring Models members and all the rest of it, as you know, there's things going on in the background at the moment on the family side of things. So I've had a few days off, so there's not a lot. I've obviously got this today. Next part of the Hue will be up with you tomorrow. I'm not sure about a show for tomorrow because I haven't done much this week at all from a modelling point of view, but we will see what we can do, all right, on that particular one. But as I say, usual things are all applying. You can get all usual bits and pieces over on the PM store. Matt's still slaving away.
I'm still here.
He's still there. He's still going for it. So, but you say all your paints, your sundries, your bits and pieces like that as well, or anything else like that. So yes, all down in there. And as I say, if you've got any comments, feedbacks, questions, things like that, either post them down below here, or you can use the contact me page, as you can see it just here. is up here. Look, there we go. As well, you can just click on that, and then you can actually get in contact with us on the actual bit down in there, or social media, or smoke signals, whichever. Paper cups, whatever.
Whichever way you want.
Whichever way it does it, definitely.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, we will leave it right there. Thank you very much for joining us today. It's an absolute pleasure as always. As I say, we'll be back with you in the very near future with more kits, reviews, and all the other bits going on. So, until later, everybody, happy modelling. Take care. See you, Mac. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.